Adam's Song by Blink-182. And that's the introduction. A really nice picking intro. It's got nice open use of open strings. Looks like power chords. And later they're going to use power chords for the verse with nice palm damping techniques as well. But to get us going, let's first see what is our strumming hand doing. Now make sure you get a copy of the tab sheet or the PDF so you can see the tabs, and let's focus on that side. If you're looking at the tab sheet, you'll see there's a 2, there's a 4, and there's a 0. The 0 being the open string. Now you may use fingers 1 and 3, so I'm using my first finger, ring finger, or you may decide to go for your first finger and your pinky. I like the pinky for the first one. In slow motion, there's the 2 on string 5, there's the 4 on string 4, and then you release the pinky on the 4th string, and you're going to have this. And the trick over here is to make sure that all the strings are ringing all the time. So what I'm going to play now will be incorrect. You want to let them ring. And to do that, make sure that your fingers stay pressed the whole way through. Now I'm going to switch over to the picking hand so you can see the picking technique that I'm using for this as well. Down strokes the whole way through. And with speed. And again, just make sure that you can hear all the strings ringing that you are physically playing. And again, on the PDF you can see the numbers. Use the 2, there's the 4, and there's the 0 for the open. Now I want to walk through the rest of the chords as we work through the sequence. So we're going to go back into your fretting hand now. Okay, we started with 2 and 4. And then you lose the first finger to give an open 5th string. And that's really, really simple because you're only really using the pinky. And if you want to switch over to the ring finger, you can do this too. I don't really mind, they're both going to work really well. On the 3rd bar, your first finger now comes up to fret number 3 on the 6th string, and you have to jump across now from the 6th string to the 4th string, and then lose the 4th as well. In other words, you're going to go from fret 4 to the open. And if you look at the intro tab as well, you'll see each bar has a 4-0, 4-0, 4-0 the whole way through. It's that 2 which becomes a 0 in the 2nd bar, which becomes a 3 in the 3rd bar, and then the last bar 0 and 3 again. That's what's actually changing, but this is like a constant the whole way through. So you play it through super slow now, and I'm going to sit and zoom out so you can see my picking hand as well. And I want you to watch my picking hand when it goes to the 3rd bar, and you got that on the 6th string. But I'm going to take it through really slow so that you know what to play. Okay, at the beginning, lose the first finger and to the top, and last bar and back. Now on the last note I played it was wrong, it should have been there. Sorry about that. But I want you to notice that when we moved across to the 3rd bar, when I did the 3-4 open, I used my first finger for the top there, and then ring finger came in. So even though I was using pinky for the first, there I switch across to the ring finger. Okay, onto the power chords now. You obviously do have a copy of the PDF, and you'll notice over there underneath the pre-tab all the power chords we're using. And we're going to start with the verse. I'm going to zoom in a bit better onto the power chord hand, onto your fretting hand. You're going to find the D5, 5 means power chord. So the fact that it's at fret number 5 is just coincidence for those that are still new to power chords. There's my D5, I'm using my first finger, fret 5, string 5. Pinky, fret 7, string 4. And you may, if you wish, use your ring fingers. You can either do this or that, whichever is good for you. From your D5 to the G5, I want you to notice my hand doesn't do this and go loose. So it's not like when you change normal chords where your fingers are moving. What I want us to watch is that when you transition from the D to the G, your shape remains the same. It simply just moves from fret 5 to fret 3, and at the same time also up a string. So here we're playing strings 5 and 4 for the D5, then we're playing strings 6 and 5 for the G5. For the B5 to come, we go back to strings 5 and 4, and you fret 2 and 4. Now we're going to do a little bit of palm damping with it, so I'm just going to zoom in on the strumming hand for a bit. Want to bring the back part of the palm really close to the saddles. Here's the saddles or the bridge at the back, and you're resting your palm on the strings so that when you strum, you can hear the strings are slightly muffled, they're slightly muted. If I lift my palm, I've got no muting, and if I come too far forward, my strings are dead. So it's all about the positionings. Where do I place my hand? And that's what you want to do for the D5, for the power chords, for palm muting. And you simply count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then I change to the G, and I'm hoping that we realized you went from those two strings to 6 and 5 for the G5. Now I'm going to zoom out again, and we're going to work our way through the 3 power chords. There's 4 bars, but there's only 3 chords: D, G, and B. And they're palm damped, and it's 1 bar of each. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Really easy. D, 2, 3, G, B, back to G. It's a really fun one to do. Now, when you go to the pre-tab, we're going to have a part that sounds like this. Let me focus in more onto what the fretting hand's doing, and we can see the new changes. On the pre-tab, you're starting at fret 5, fret 7. This implies the chord D5, by the way, even though it's going to have an extra note being the open G, the open 3rd string. And you're going to play string 5, string 4 in frets 5 and 7, and then the 3rd string open, and you're going to play it twice. And with the picking hand, everything is going to be downstrokes. Simple as that. Now back to the fretting hand. You're starting at fret 5 and 7, play it through twice. For the next bar is that your D5 has effectively become an E5. You'll see above the chorus it says so on the PDF. And you now fret 7 and 9, and you're playing the same strings. And then this you should recognize. That's the same as the beginning, and then that ends off with that, which you've also done in the beginning as well. Also for the chorus is a bit of an overdriven guitar, so if you want to switch your overdrive on, you can. So we can have something that sounds more like this. It's really easy. You can hear the tone of my guitars change for the overdrive. You can use distortion, overdrive, they're really close to each other. And that's pretty much your song. So everything that I've shown you so far, from the intro picking to the power chords, will carry you through Adam's song really, really well. If there's any questions, please drop me a WhatsApp. I'm hoping that your power chords are much better, and I hope you enjoyed the picking pattern, and have an excellent week. Cheers for now. Bye.